from the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies.
Well, organized crime is distinguished from ordinary crime primarily because it deals in goods or services that people want. They want to gamble. During Prohibition, when organized crime became a more serious problem in this country, they wanted alcoholic beverages, took criminal conduct to provide them. They want drugs today, the most dangerous aspect of organized criminal activity, prostitution, loans, and they'll pay any type of interest to get urgently needed cash.
The conflict that was in the city at that time dealt with the economic powers on the riverfront, and the chief of police was providing whatever support he could to the rival gangs. The Provenzano was one group, and the Matrangers was the other. And I don't mean gangs from a criminal sense, but gangs who worked the riverfront. They were unloading the various ships, and this rivalry was very, very intense.
The legend is that he was trying to be a peacemaker between the Provenzano and Matranga family. There was a lot of bad blood and a lot of problems. Now that's documented. That problem was there. Whether or not the chief of police, or the superintendent is his official title, was really the peacemaker, I have a serious question about. If I have him figured out right, he was trying to get the best deal for himself.
David Hennessy was appointed the first superintendent of New Orleans Police on March 13, 1889. Shortly thereafter, on October 15, 1889, he was shot down while leaving a town hall meeting. He was shot down right off of one of our most famous streets, Bourbon Street.
I think somebody shot David Hennessy on the night of October 15, 1890, when he left the restaurant and went home. And as he walked home, not too far from here, he told his friend, he says, "Good night, see you." And his friend heard a shot. Ran back. By the time the chief was laying on the ground, he says, "I gave it to him."
Hennessy, as I said, was gunned down, and it was suspected that because of the way he was killed, he was fired upon with sawed-off shotguns, and he lived to tell the story. And throughout the New Orleans community, it spread that the Italians were responsible for his murder.
We really don't know who killed the chief of police. Till today, there's no knowledge. Hennessy was supposed to have known all the criminal elements in the city by first name, and he was supposedly said that the Dago shot.
No, he never said it. After he died, he closed his eyes. This friend of his said that he whispered in his ear that the Dagos did it. But he waited till the chief died before he said that. Why didn't he say it before?
Now, it wasn't until over a year later that a committee was formed, and they actually began looking for the bandits who shot down Hennessy. Through that investigation, a grand jury indicted 10 people for murder and for the shooting of Hennessy, and 9 others for accessory. These people were brought to trial, and in one of the major trials held in New Orleans history, 6 of those defendants were found not guilty by a court. They were found not guilty, and 3 others the case was dismissed because of a mistrial.
That night, the committee of 50 decided that they would send out a notice to people to meet on 1 or the 14th by the clay statue on Canal Street, and they would discuss that when the law breaks down, they got to take justice in their own hands. So it was a vigilante movement. They went there with guns, and they went there prepared to do damage. They had the list. They had the names. They knew who they were going to get. They took 11 people, and they shot them. Even people that had never been to trial. People who had been to trial and been found innocent.
They stormed the old parish prison one day. In March 16th of 1890, they stormed the jail. They ran out and they shot 9 of the suspected suspects to death. Shot them to death in the jailhouse. They hung one man in the plaza and hung another to a lamppost outside. The people who did this fled back into the community and, to my knowledge, were never arrested. But this had such repercussions. Diplomatic ties were broken between Italy and